Hello guys, my name is Hoa. Thank you so much for being here. Today we're going to do a playful dynamic practice. So let's get started. We'll start with our hands and our knees on the mat, making sure the hands are about shoulder width, and we'll start moving gently forward and back, side to side. Just start feeling the weight moving throughout your hands. Starting to move in order to create heat on the wrists, as we're going to be doing a couple of arm balances today. Try to find the areas of tension and try to hold for a moment on those areas, breathing into them in order to release and to feel a little bit more comfortable. Good. Couple more breaths here. Nice. When you're ready, we're going to flex our feet, lifting the hips up, back, getting into our downward facing dog. First, focus on pushing the floor away through the arms, elevating through the shoulders. If you're comfortable, then allow your heels to drop, but make sure your spine is long. You're really creating space, you're creating length. Breathing deep and slow through the belly and through the nose. Make sure the neck is relaxed. Focus on lengthening on the inhales, grounding on the exhales through hands and feet. Feel free to move gently side to side if you prefer to stretch through the side body. Otherwise, stay still. Good. On the next inhalation, we're going to roll the spine, ending in a plank pose. Core glutes engaged. Try to protract the shoulders, elevating through the back. Look down. Gentle external rotation through our arms. Press the heels back. Make sure your whole body is engaged. Nice. Slow and long breaths. Fingers pressing down. Spider hands ideally, so the tension doesn't go all the way to the wrists, but we bring the weight forward to avoid that. Nice. Slowly exhale, bend the elbows, coming either into your chaturanga or down. Inhale, upward facing dog or cobra. Exhale to your downward facing dog. Creating space, elevating through the shoulders. We repeat the same thing. Inhale, roll the spine, ending in a plank pose. We either hold our plank, or if you're comfortable, the second round, bring the right foot up. Make sure the foot is flexed and you're pressing back with the foot. Maintain your spine long, engaging through the core, through the glutes, pushing the floor away. For 3, 2, and 1. Take a deep inhale, bring the right leg up and back into a 3-legged dog. Exhale, bring the right knee to the right elbow. Nice. Again, inhale, bring the right leg up and back. Exhale, knee to the nose. Once last, inhale, leg up and back. Exhale, knee to the left elbow. Maybe hold here. If you prefer, extend the right leg, bring the foot to the ground through the left foot, left arm reaches up. You may stay here, or if you feel comfortable, we bring the right leg up. And we breathe. Focus on bringing your hips higher. Slow and long breaths. 2. Nice. And 1, bring the left hand to the floor. Inhale, right leg up and back. Exhale to your chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale into your downward facing dog. Ground through hands and feet. Slow and long breaths. Good. We're going to repeat the same thing on the other side. So take a deep inhale, roll the spine, getting into our plank pose, core glutes engaged, protracting through the shoulders, look down. And we breathe deeply and slowly. Make sure your hips are not going super high, but we try to maintain a straight line. If you can, bring the left foot up. Press with the heel back and breathe. Slow and long. On the next inhale, we bring the left leg up and back into a three-legged dog. Exhale, knee to the left elbow. Inhale, leg up and back. Exhale, knee to the nose. Once last, inhale, leg up and back. Exhale, knee to the right elbow. Maybe hold here. Maybe extend the left leg, right arm up. Maybe lift the left leg. And we breathe. Hips try to come high. Slow and long breaths, pushing through the left arm. 2. And 1. Slowly bring the right hand to the floor. Inhale, left leg up and back. Three-legged dog. Exhale to your chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. And exhale into our downward facing dog. Grounding through hands and feet. Pushing the floor away. Good. Taking a deep inhale, we're going to bring the right leg up and back. Exhale, right foot between the hands. Look forward. Open the chest. Press with the back heel, back and down. See if you can bring the arms either in front of the chest, or if you are comfortable, extending the arms forward into an arrow pose. Make sure your right knee is still on top of the ankle. Keep elevating through the shoulders and breathe. Pressing with the back heel to the back of the room. 2, we're working in opposites. Last deep inhale. Nice. And 1, inhale, try to shift the weight to the right foot. Maybe we reach our warrior 3. Make sure the back leg is extended, foot is flexed, and breathe for 3. 2, slow and long breaths. 1, right hand comes to the floor, left arm up, opening the hips into a half moon pose. Open up through the left shoulder, engage through the left leg especially for 3. Breathing deeply and slowly. Nice. 2. And 1. Bend the right knee. We're going to land in our warrior 2. Looking to the right middle finger. Make sure we're engaging through the glutes. The pelvis is going forward into a posterior tilt. We sink the hips for 3. Breathing deeply and slowly. Slowly turn the right palm up. Inhale into your reversed warrior. Ideally, bringing the left hand on the right thigh, trying to shift the weight forward, maybe even lifting the right heel, opening through the right side of the torso by lengthening through the right arm for 3. Slow and long breaths. Nice. 1, inhale, come back to your warrior 2. Exhale, right elbow on top of the knee, extending the left arm up and over into your side angle. If this feels comfortable, try to extend both arms. Engage through the core. Lengthen through the side body for 3. Nice. 2. 1, bring the hands to the floor. Step back and lower down, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. And exhale into your downward facing dog. Grounding through hands and feet. Pushing the floor away, make sure the fingers ground, the knuckles ground. And we'll move to the other side. Same thing. Inhale, bring the left leg up and back. Exhale, foot between the hands more or less. Lengthen through the spine, open up through the chest. Maybe hands on the chest in Namaste, or maybe we extend them forward into your arrow pose. And we breathe. Keep pressing with the back heel. Slow and long breaths. Remember, focusing on that inhale, on that exhale too. 1, slowly inhale, shift the weight forward, trying to transition to our warrior 3. You can bring the hands to the floor if you need to. Keep extending through the back leg, pressing with the heel back. Slow and long. 2. Nice. 1, slowly bring the left hand to the floor, right arm up, into our half moon pose. Try to really press with the heel, make sure the foot is flexed. Trying to look up to the right hand, or you can also look down. And if you feel comfortable, maybe 1 finger, maybe no hands. 2 more breaths. Good. 1, slowly land through the right foot into a warrior 2. Looking to the left, middle finger again, posterior tilt on the pelvis, grounding through the hips. Extend the arms sideways. Keep breathing. Last deep inhale here. And exhale. Turn the left palm facing up. Inhale. Left arm up and over. Ideally your right hand on the left thigh. Otherwise you can have it on the right hip. Maybe we lift the left heel. Keep lengthening through the left arm. And breathe. Slow and long. 2 more breaths. Nice. Inhale back to your warrior 2. Exhale. Your variation of your side angle. Lengthen through the torso. Engage the abdomen. 2 more breaths. 1. Slowly look down, hands to the mat. Step back and lower down. Inhale, upward facing. And exhale into your downward facing dog. Grounding through hands and feet. Breathing in and out. Slowly and deeply. When you're ready, we'll look forward, bend the knees, and slowly walk until you reach behind your hands. Bend the knees, coming into our Malasana, yogic squat. Hands in front of the chest, pressing with the elbows, the inner knees, lengthening through the spine. Hips try to drop, chest tries to open. Breathing deeply and slowly. Maybe at this point, if you're not very flexible on your ankles, your heels will be lifted. That is fine, but we ideally try to allow them to drop. 2 more breaths. Nice. And 1. We'll try to move into a crow pose. Okay, placing the hands in front of us, lift the hips all the way up. Knees are still bent. Try to connect the knees with the chest, ideally. First option, we can bring the knees to the elbows, if this feels comfortable, to the upper arms, or even to the armpits. In any case, we shift the weight forward, pushing through the arms, maybe 1 foot up, maybe both, and we look forward to help us maintain the stability. Press with the fingertips, heels go up, and we breathe. Slow and long breaths. 2. 1. Slowly ground through the feet. Coming back into our Malasana. If you have any tension on your hands, feel free to move a little bit to release the wrists. Maybe interlocking the fingers and moving this way. Whatever feels best for you, just to start releasing. We'll come into our crow once more, or if you have any other arm balance that you'd like to work on, feel free to work on that. Same thing, we place the hands in front of us, make sure the fingers are pressing, we try to bring the knees to the chest, we shift the weight forward. If you are comfortable, try to lift up into your handstand. Your choice, not necessary at all. And we breathe. For 3, 2, and 1. Very slowly, we come back down into our squat. Same thing, we move the hands, we release tension on the wrists. And we'll try to work a little bit on compression. So when you're ready, we'll bring the hands behind, allow the hips to drop for a moment, place the fingers facing forward. Okay, very simple exercise. We first take a deep inhale, lifting the hips up. And we hold. Then slowly we bring the weight back after a few breaths and we lift the hips. Maybe the feet are still on the floor. You don't have to come into an L-sit if you don't feel comfortable. So we'll do it all together. Take a deep inhale, lift the hips up into a reverse tabletop. Push the floor away, try to lift the hips higher and breathe. For 3, 2, and 1. Slowly bring the hips back and up. Push through the arms, protract the shoulders. Heels are on the floor for 3, 2, 1. Slowly again, shift the weight forward, lift the hips. For 3. Push the floor away. 2. Not only with the arms, but also with the legs. And 1. Slowly bring the hips back, lift them up, and breathe for 3. Protract the shoulders. 2, 1. Last time, inhale, lift, and breathe. Look to the belly for 3, 2, and 1. Slowly come back. Last round, if you're comfortable in your L-sit, feel free to do that. Otherwise, hold. Same thing for 3, 2, 1. Slowly release. Maybe shake the legs up and down, side to side. Reaching the big toes. Opening up through the chest. We inhale deep. And we exhale, we fold. Slow and long breaths. For 3. Nice. 2. Leading with the chest to lengthen more through the spine. And 1. Take a deep inhale. Come halfway up, lengthen. Exhale, release. And very slowly, vertebra by vertebra, we start coming back down until you reach the floor. Okay, we're going to try to do some back bends from here. Different options. We'll do 3 rounds of back bends. If you're comfortable in your wheel, feel free to go to your wheel directly. Otherwise, we'll go step by step. So we start with the knees bent, feet about hips distance. See if you can touch with your fingers your heels. That's a good distance to be in. We start by tacking through the tailbone, lifting the hips up. We press through the feet, maintaining the inner thighs engaged, so we don't allow the knees to go outward, but they stay ideally parallel to the hips. From here, for our bridge, we start bringing the shoulder blades closer together, shoulders well grounded, interlock the fingers, push the floor away with the feet, with the shoulders, and lift the hips high. Open up through the chest. And we breathe. For 3. Try to lift higher on every inhale. 2. Nice. And 1. Slowly coming back down. Breathing deeply and slowly. Try to release tension. Good. We'll do our second round. Very similar the way we start. So we start by tackling the tailbone, lifting the hips up. Maybe we repeat again our bridge. If this feels comfortable, we try to reach our heels with our hands so we feel a bit more intensity on the form. Lift the hips higher, open through the chest, and breathe. For 3, Engaging through the inner thighs, 2 glutes gently engaged. And 1 slowly coming back down to the ground, breathing deeply and slowly. We'll try to repeat this once more. Or if you feel comfortable, we can move into our wheel. Try to make sure you don't have a lot of tension on the lower back. Instead, we try to open up through the chest and we lengthen through the spine to release if there is any tension. Same principle, we start by tagging the tailbone, lifting the hips up. Maybe we come into any of the previous variations. Otherwise, hands over the shoulders, facing the shoulders. We press with the arms. Maybe we bring the head to the floor for a moment. Make sure the elbows and the shoulders are more or less aligned. We push through the arms and we lift into our wheel. Breathing deeply and slowly. Engaging through the inner thighs. Push through the arms. For 3, 2, and 1. Slowly coming back down. Head to the ground, upper back, middle back, last the lower back. Bend the knees, hug the knees, and move gently side to side. We're gonna do a gentle twist to release. So slowly extend through your left leg. Inhale, exhale. Left hand grabs the outer right knee and we twist. Looking to the right, extend the right arm. Relax the abdomen and the back muscles. And breathe. Trying to release more on the exhales. On our next inhalation, slowly we come back up to center. And we switch. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale to twist to the other side. For 3, 2, nice, and 1. Slowly we inhale to the center. Bend both knees, hug the knees. Try to make sure your spine fully grounds. And when you're ready, we extend the legs, we release, and we come down into our shavasana. With our eyes closed for a few moments. Feel free to stay in your shavasana for as long as you want. Otherwise, if you're ready, we would come into a simple cross-legged position, making sure the spine is long, shoulders are gently back, hands anywhere that is comfortable. Thank you so much for sharing this practice with me. If you have any questions, you can always reach me at Hoa Yoga on Instagram. Otherwise, leave a comment below. Have a lovely rest of the day. Namaste.